Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dow Academy Online Learning. We look forward to seeing you all back in class. But for now, stay home, stay safe. And remember to always wash your hands with soap for at least 20 seconds. Let's begin.
Hello, Form 4s. Today we are going to look at the Yalta Conference and the Potsdam Conference. These two conferences were held, the first one before the Second World War actually came to an end, and the second one when the Second World War had come to an end. Present at the Yalta Conference were Stalin of the USSR, Roosevelt of the USA, Churchill, Britain. Then Potsdam Conference, Stalin still remained there, but there was a change for USA and Britain where there was now Truman and Attlee. Then you'd find that Truman did not get along very well with Stalin, and that created many problems between the two. All the decisions that were carried out concerning Germany, they agreed that at the end of the war, Germany was to be defeated, then disarmed. Then Germany was to be split into 4 zones, one for the Russians, the other for the Americans, the other for the British, and the other one for the French. Then Germany was to pay reparations of $20 billion. Then at Potsdam, the things that they had agreed here to be done after the war were actually finalized. So the occupation zones were finalized. Then there was the confirmation of the 5Ds concerning Germany. That is, in Germany, there was going to be decentralization, there was going to be demilitarization, there was going to be denazification, deindustrialization, and democratization. These 5Ds, we'll look at them further in another lesson. Then payment of reparations was confirmed. The question of Eastern Europe, it was agreed that Eastern Europe was to be seen as a sphere of influence for the Russians because Soviet Union was afraid of further attack from the West. Then they agreed that after the war, the Germans would be repatriated, which happened at Potsdam Conference. The Germans were actually moved back home. Then the 3 Baltic states were given to the USSR since they had agreed that it would become the Soviet sphere of influence. Then concerning Poland, free elections were to be held. Then the eastern frontier was to be moved. At Potsdam, they said that the western boundary for Poland was to be the Oder and Niesse rivers, meaning that the Soviet boundary was going to extend a bit into Poland, then the Polish boundary was going to move a bit into Germany. Then the London Poles were to join the Lublin Poles. The London Poles were non-communists, but they agreed that they would join the communist Poles who were there in Poland. Then concerning the Second World War, before the war ended, they said that USSR was to join the war against Japan. But when Truman now came, Truman did not trust Stalin. So Truman simply developed the atomic bomb without telling Stalin. And that created further tensions between the two countries. Then lastly, the other decision was the creation of the United Nations organization. At Yalta, if they said they would create it, then it was finalized at Potsdam. I hope that helped.